Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm still pregnant. I'm 38 weeks pregnant now, and I just wanted to put out a relaxing yet motivating video for you. Today I have a cook, bake, and clean with me. We are going to be making an Old Bay buttered chicken with some roasted vegetables and garlic mashed potatoes. This was a delicious recipe you have to try. We'll also be making some gluten-free chocolate chip muffins and just cleaning up downstairs. Okay, so for this recipe, you're going to need some chicken, some scallions, garlic, carrots. We have some salt, pepper, of course, some Old Bay seasoning. You're also going to need Yukon Gold potatoes, or whatever kind of potatoes you like for mashed potatoes, as well as some hot sauce and chicken stock concentrate. So this meal is a HelloFresh meal, and I'd like to thank them for sponsoring this portion of today's video. What's funny is that when I uploaded a picture on my Instagram story of this meal, so many of you have already tried it from HelloFresh and you absolutely loved it as well. HelloFresh is just so delicious, and one of the things that I love the most about them is that you get their produce at its peak freshness with their peak flavors. It gets to you faster than it would the grocery store. So that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm just getting all my produce ready, as well as our other ingredients. Gonna give everything a quick wash before we go ahead and cut them up. So with HelloFresh, you can save time and stress effortlessly. At this point in my pregnancy, I'm just so done with meal planning and all of it. So I like that this just takes the complete thought process out of it, as well as the shopping. I can just pick a delicious meal that I want for myself and my family and call it a day. It just saves me so much time and energy. And like I said, it's just less stressful. And most of the meals you can get on your table in just 30 minutes or even 20 minutes if you do the quick and easy options that they have. HelloFresh also helps you eat more sustainable. They have pre-portioned ingredients, which means there's less prep for you, and there's less wasted food, which is huge. It's also really flexible and fits any lifestyle, so you can easily change your delivery days or your food preferences. You can skip a week whenever you need, so there's nothing tying you to that. And they're also committed to giving back, which is really nice. They have donated over 2.5 million meals to charity in 2019, and this year they are stepping up their food donations amid the coronavirus crisis. We just love HelloFresh and how convenient it is for our lifestyle, being that we are parents of 3 kids under 5 years old and expecting our newest addition. It's just really going to come in handy postpartum as well. And I know that your family will love it too. So if you want to check out HelloFresh, all you have to do is go to HelloFresh.com and use my code 90Beastons to get $90 off, including free shipping on your first box. I'll have everything linked in the description box below, but I know that you will love it, and I will mention it again at the end of the video. But again, go to HelloFresh.com and use my code 90Beastons to get $90 off, including free shipping on your first box. Okay, so our potatoes are cut up and so is our garlic. They're all in the same pot together with some salt water getting ready to boil. So while I'm waiting for that to cook, I'm just trimming up my carrots and my green beans, and I'm just going to put those onto a sheet pan with some olive oil, salt, and pepper and let them roast. While that's roasting, I'm just going to go ahead and make some Old Bay butter. This is actually really delicious and amazing. So just putting some butter into the microwave, melting it a little bit, and putting in a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning. You can of course add more depending on how strong you want it. And I'm going to set it off to the side and let it get hard again, and that is the butter that we will top our chicken with. I'm also adding a tiny bit of hot sauce. Again, do this to your flavor preference, but it was perfect. It wasn't too spicy and it just gave the chicken a lot of extra flavor. While the potatoes are cooking, our veggies are cooking, and our butter is getting hard again, I'm just cutting up our scallions, and this is going to be used for the sauce, and of course you can top it on your mashed potatoes or chicken or whatever you want it on. The chicken itself is so incredibly easy. I'm just putting some Old Bay seasoning on it, and we're going to put that into our hot pan with some olive oil and let it cook on each side. Now that our chicken is mostly cooked, I just put the scallions into our pan, the same pan that we used for the chicken, and I'm just going to let them cook for a little bit, and then I'm going to mix in some more stuff for the sauce. But right now I'm just kind of tossing the vegetables around in the oven to make sure that they roast evenly. Now that I let the whites of our scallions cook a little bit, I'm adding in some chicken stock with some water, and then once this thickens up a little bit, I'm going to add some butter, and that is it for our sauce. Very simple, yet very delicious. Instead of adding the sauce to the top of my chicken, I'm actually putting my chicken back in the sauce just to make sure it's nice and warm. You know how it is cooking with kids. So that is how I did it, and it still turned out delicious. I'm also going and draining our potatoes now, and I'm going to mash those up with some sour cream and a little bit of butter. I completely forgot to order a new potato masher, so I used a whisk and added some salt and pepper and stirred it up, but it came out delicious. I love making my potatoes with sour cream. It's something that HelloFresh taught me to do. I've never made it like that until I started receiving HelloFresh boxes, and now I can't go back. It's really delicious. You have to try it that way. How delicious does that look? It tasted just as good as it looks. So delicious. If you try this recipe, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to know what you think of it, but Chris and I both really, really loved it. And now that that is done, it is time for dessert, and I am baking with my boys today. They love baking with mommy. So does Ella, but she had to go to dance class, so that is why it's just me and my boys making muffins. They're the cutest ever. We're just using Jessica's muffin mix. She has amazing gluten-free items. You can find it if you have Wegmans. I've seen it, and they also have a website as well. But this is just like one of my favorite things to do with them. It's something that like keeps their attention, and they really enjoy it. But of course, they had to steal some chocolate chips. So while the muffins are baking, I'm going to get started on some dishes while they finish up, and then you'll see my little ballerina came home and she was really excited to get her muffin as well. It is now a little bit later in the evening. I have the kids down for bed, and I'm just going to try to make this cleanup process as peaceful as possible and just really try to enjoy it before I go ahead and fall asleep. There's nothing like waking up to a clean kitchen and a clean living room, so it's just something that either Chris or I always do. We try to make sure that both the kitchen and the living room are nice and clean to start our day fresh the following day. So one of the ways that I suggest to be able to enjoy your nighttime cleaning routine is to either listen to something in your headphones, whether that's like an audio book or music or something relaxing, or sometimes I'll watch some YouTube videos, just like have it up sitting on my windowsill on my phone and kind of just check in here and there. I just feel like it just makes the process more enjoyable. So the first thing I'm doing is just wiping everything down and kind of getting all the gook off of my cooktop. Another part of my nightly cleaning routine is filling up the water for our coffee in the morning. No one wants to wake up and have to fill the water. You want to come downstairs and just be able to get your coffee. Next, I'm just finishing wiping everything down before I move on to the living room. I will say that I do usually have the kids help me and pick up their toys in the living room before they go to bed, but there's some nights where you're just like, okay, you need to get in the bath and go to bed, and I'll just clean up myself, and tonight was one of those nights. Who else is in need of a definite toy declutter before the holidays? Not only do we have the holidays coming up where the kids will get new toys, but we also have another baby coming. So people will be getting her gifts for Christmas this year. And then right after Christmas, we have Tanner's birthday. So it's definitely time to get decluttering some toys. Let me know if that's a video that you would be interested in. If you regularly watch my videos, you know this table pretty much is always disgusting. You can't even see because of the lighting how bad it actually is. But this is where the kids eat a lot of their snacks and things like that. And you can see it's pretty beat up. I'm hoping to get a new table soon for them. Something a little bit bigger, but it's nice because it's really, really easy to wipe down. And then this is probably one of my most satisfying parts of my evening routine is vacuuming this rug, because this rug, although it's beautiful and I love it, especially because of the amazing vacuum lines it gets, it is like a shag type rug, so there's tons of things that get stuck inside of it. So I vacuum it every single night and so much stuff comes out of it, but it's nice, like I said, to start the next day fresh with a nice clean rug. Another tip for enjoying your nighttime cleaning routine is to reward yourself at the end. So for me, that means some decaf tea. A lot of times I'll have like a decaf chai tea latte, which I really enjoy, or even just some magnesium. But again, it's just like a little treat for doing everything that you've done the entire day, and just, it's something that you deserve. So definitely add that to your nighttime cleaning routine as well. I hope that you all enjoyed this video and that you found it calming yet motivating. And again, don't forget to check out HelloFresh. Just go to HelloFresh.com and use my code 90Beastons to get $90 off, including free shipping on your first box. And I'll have all of that information linked in the description box below. And I will see you guys on Sundays at Tiffani's, whether it's a birth vlog or an organizing video. I will be here.
Your soul